name is Bobbito Garcia, aka Kool Bob Love, born and raised in New York City. Ooh, ooh. I'm a DJ, a writer, a ball player, an author, TV personality, most recently a filmmaker, co-directed Doing It in the Park, Pick Up Basketball, NYC, with a brother named Kevin Coolio from France. Kevin Coolio and I created this film in 75 days of shooting, and then about 2 years of editing. We went to 180 courts in the 5 boroughs of New York City, and we're very proud of the film that we've created. Luckily for Kevin and I think we have an interesting skill set as filmmakers in that we both play ball. Me, I'm as entrenched in New York City playground basketball as anyone could be. I'm 45, so whenever we would show up, some courts people thought that we were cops. But for the most part, I would say at 90–95% of the courts, thankfully kids will recognize me, or adults will recognize me and be like, yo, my uncle used to play ball with you, in this tournament, or some of the younger cats would be like, yo, I played, your video games. We got a lot of access that I don't think a normal filmmaker would get, and made a lot of people feel comfortable on camera because of who we are. One of my nicknames is Kool Bob Love, and it was given to me by FC Search at third base, 24, 25 years ago. I try to be a balanced person and try to find harmony with whatever community I'm in. Doing It in the Park, it's geared to give back to the community, not only with the free screenings that we've been doing this summer in New York and as well as around the world. We're doing 3 continents, and it doesn't just speak to New Yorkers. I mean, it's you could play pickup in Accra, Ghana, or Romania. You're going to relate to the film. I wrote a book titled Where'd You Get Those? New York City Sneaker Culture 1960–1987. It was published in 2003 by Testify. My whole thesis basically was that people of color here in New York, between the communities of basketball and hip hop, really combined to create this global movement, which is now related and termed sneaker culture. But in the 70s, when we started cultivating an approach towards sneakers that was unprecedented, we didn't really know we were creating a culture. We were just, trying to be cool and trying to be different and trying to be unique. As a child, I took the cues from my brother Ray. He's the oldest in my family, and he was a peculiar cat. He didn't want to wear sneakers that anyone else had in our neighborhood, whether before or after. This is in the 70s, I mean, he was way ahead of his time, so he passed the baton to me, and I just kind of took a different twist on it, started painting my sneakers, customizing, and I'm talking about like 80, 81, 82, again, like decades before painting shoes became a global sort of method of creating uniqueness. So my family, we were blessed. We were just, a little quirky, maybe a little nerdy, and just ahead of the curve. Being self-employed and being in the creative space in New York has always had its difficulties, but the beauty of it far outweighs any of the struggles that one might go through. A lot of people often ask me for advice, younger and older. I generally tell people there's no replacement for extreme hard work, and when it's a labor of love, it doesn't feel like work. When you involve yourselves in things that you really feel passionate about, then it's just, you can go in that second, third, fourth gear, and it's just, you just know that it's going to affect people in a positive way, and so it all seems worth it. What's up, everybody? Peace. My name is Bobbito Garcia, aka Kool Bob Love. On June 28th, please come to Soul Connections, provided to you by Sneakers4Success. They're screening our film, directed by myself and Kevin Coolio. It's titled Doing It in the Park, Pick Up Basketball, NYC, right here on the rooftop of Seward Park High School. Peace.